The Super League Raw Team of the Week is proudly sponsored by the Pentagon Motor Group. Visit their website today to find the make and model that you desire at the right price. It's the Super League Raw Team of the Week for round number 4. Here we go again, and at 1 is Toa Mataafa, who just like a bag of Skittles produced a multicoloured display of tries, assists, breaks and busts that almost gave your night a famous 2 points against the wire. At 2 is the everlasting gobstopper of 2026 thus far, Maker Sivo. He is lasting long on the taste buds with a second hat-trick in 2 games. Can anyone break down the big man in this form? At 3 is the hard gum himself, testing you, and just like the sweets keep the dentist busy, Tessie was in beast mode against Catalans, causing nothing but persistent aches and pains to the chops of the Dragons. At 4, one man's pear drop is another man's sherbet lemon. Aaron Kieran once again produced an all-round display that exploded on the taste buds, leaving the Warriors fans fizzing for more. At 5, black coconut and licorice, rhubarb and custard, yes, 2 flavours are better than one just like tries. That's Connor Wynn, because he came up with 2. Hasn't he started the season in great form? At 6 is the man that when selected tends to be man of the match, Jack Barrowman. Watching Jack is like eating a bag of Starburst. It offers surprises, excitement, satisfaction, and very seldom is it a disappointing line. At 7 is Tyrone May, who rarely gives a Cola Cube Square performance. Oh no, Tyrone is a dolly mixture of kicks, flicks and tricks that no side can predict. Simply sensational. At 8 is the man who hits like a drumstick, leaving the opposition feeling like a squasher, Mike McMeekin. And whilst he may have struck 2 beats out of tune, the overall overture was exquisite. At 9 is perhaps one of the most potent midget gems in Super League, Danny Walker. As with most 9s, what he lacks in height, he makes up for in skill, strength, agility and execution. This was another gem of a display. At 10 and on debut is David Clemmer, who must have reminded the Bulls of a chew-it. Talk about jaw ache, as no matter how much they tried, they couldn't chew hard enough to evaporate his Rumsey's destruction at the Brewdog Stadium. At 11 is the man who was as destructive as a licorice torpedo on the wire's right edge, Sam Stone. No defence strategy could withstand weaponry of this standard, and Sam showed his potency. At 12 is Machu Josame, who was as tricky as a Chopper Chops wrapper, as an impactful as a busy cola bottle. Underestimate the flavour and attractiveness of Machu and Olympic in the 2026 Super League season at your peril. And finally, at 13 is Ben Curry, who continues to be your grandma's favourite, akin to some Werther's original perhaps. Yes, Ben maintains his youthful good looks whilst producing creamy and comforting consumption on a rugby field. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Team of the Week for round number 4.